Yo, yo, we live. What up, world? It's your boy, Eric Stackz from My Rap Mentor, representing Hot 702.5 FM. Let's get it. And you already know, introduce yourself, man, over here, the king of the merch.
Oh, hi. How you guys doing? My
Hello,
name is
world.
Icy Jonez. You already know what it is, man. Bug Guy Situations. Welcome to My Rap Mentor this afternoon.
Yeah. So we're going to be talking about a lot of different things, but one of the things we're going to be talking about is, you know, the importance of representation for an artist. But before we get into that, this is my first time meeting y'all. Tell me where y'all from. Tell me what inspired y'all.
Okay. Well, my name Black Diamond. How's it going? I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan. Born and raised. Been out in Vegas since 04. Pretty much I threw a dart at the map.
You did? What inspired you to move out here?
I got tired of the snow. It's too cold. It's
Same
too
here,
cold.
man. I came from Chicago, so I'm tired of this.
Yeah, got tired of the snow. Plus, I needed to change. Different scenery, different environment. You know.
You, Miss Lady, what?
Hey everyone, I am Miss Gigi,
Mhm.
Miss Heavenly, originally from the Bay Area, and I've been here in Vegas for about 8 years now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What inspired the move?
Dental.
Dental.
Of course, I came here to begin a career, and God had another plan for me.
Mhm.
So.
Was y'all always into the music stuff or the production side?
Absolutely. I think for me, just growing up, I'm a 70s baby growing up, listening to different music, and my family, they were all, musically inclined, but I never had any idea where it was going to take me.
So did you guys always knew y'all was going to be into the more, as we would say, media label side?
Never.
Or did you start off as musicians? Like, take me through that journey, the beginning.
Oh, God.
Go back. I want to know.
Well, I mean, for me, I believe that it started here. It became a mentorship initially, and there was a need for mentorship. There was a need for a supportive system for the youth, and that's where I began. Initially managing a young group called the Gold Clan, and my daughter was affiliated. I had another young lady. Well, she's still an artist of ours now, and they were talented. And there was I wondered, like, where are the parents? Where's the support, and who's going to cover you when you need?
Oh, no, he's telling me I'm next on that.
Oh,
No, I was just,
like, who's going to cover you? Like, when you, like, I think my main thing is making sure that people are covered, logistically, like there's paperwork behind what you create, and that you're protected. And that's kind of where I started to dive in, and they were appreciative to it. And that was a 5-year run for me, mentoring them. And it's pretty cool because, I mean, even as close as the end of last year, I got a few calls, and they're like, Mom, you remember that time we were having a meeting, and I wasn't listening, and you guys were like, shut up, I was listening, but I need help with this. And so now I understand that all of that talking and frustration and gray hairs that accumulated, it was worth it,
Right.
Right.
Black Diamond, where to start for you?
Oh, man. I started off actually as an artist.
Okay.
Music has always been my life. It's been in my life from generations. I'm from Motown. So music has always been inspired for me. It was like my scapegoat. But then I saw a different way that I could change it. I'm saying, okay, I was tired of getting screwed over on my money.
yeah.
Then I wanted to learn the business side of it. Then when I started learning the business side of it and the production side of it, I said, I like this side better. A lot better. It's less stress, less headache. The money is a lot better.
Right.
Then I moved out here, started doing a couple of shows out here, and I started running to different individual artists out here, and that was dope, talented, but nobody was rocking with them. It seemed like everybody was stuck to their own camps. You know, so I said, okay, well let me figure out how I can handpick each one of these artists, put it together, build a team, and then bring other people and bring them together as we start putting on different platforms at different places.
Yeah.
So I ended up building my team, branded the team, and then we started going to other people's camps, going outside of the norm. You know, we'll go mess with the reggae crowd, the hip hop crowd, the R&B crowd, you know, different genres. Then we started taking those, putting our own shows together, and started going out and inviting all these different crowds to come to us.
Yeah.
You know, so that's how I started building. Then I ran into this young lady a couple years ago,
Right.
and I started paying attention to her team.
Mm-hmm.
As they was paying attention to my team, and we came together and said, you know, we should build our brand and merge our companies
Absolutely.
and take this by storm because everybody following us anyway.
So, I met you, last year?
At the House of Fame.
House of Fame. You still rocking with them?
We since then we've closed.
Okay.
And I believe that Coach Carter and Mitchell are still implementing the youth program and the STEAM program in different educational institutions. But we're still there, but we're not at that physical location.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a dope location.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Yeah. And when it comes to the artists, how do you? Because we got both of y'all, so we're gonna have to ask both of y'all these same questions, right?
Yep.
Or maybe you could, I could shoot a question and then you tap or say you answered it, whatever.
I'm ready
But
for it.
my question is, how do you choose an artist to be on your team?
Oh gosh, I mean, first and foremost, we have a structure now.
Mm-hmm.
We have a structure. We have an entire, interview, and we have to make sure that artist is going to be compatible
Come to the mic.
with our team. However, truly non-traditional, after a few different events or showcases, and you see that artist is serious about their craft, and they're always at an event that you're at, then you know that artist is dedicated to what they do. And then I look at everything. I'm looking at stage presence. I'm looking at how you hold your mic. I'm looking at if you know your lyrics, if you practice your lyrics before you jump out there and give, the audience something that you're excited about performing. I mean,
Right. Do you guys have an age limit?
No, we don't. No, we don't.
At least 13. At least 13.
Up until, don't matter how.
No.
No,
Okay.
it don't matter.
As long as they're teachable, coachable.
Okay.
Coachable, teachable.
Good one. Good.
For sure. For
Say
sure.
coachable, teachable.
So, I know you guys just said you merged. Do
Yeah.
you guys do different roles, or how does that work as far as merging our brands together?
We pick up each other's slack.
Okay.
If for the most part, if she have to be somewhere and I can't be, or we both can be at the same time, either she do it or I do it, or whatever we need, whatever whatever we missing, the piece that we missing. If she can't handle it, I handle it. If I can't handle it, she handle it.
Okay.
He's better at footwork and kicking down doors. I'm better at paperwork
You
and
the
making
muzzle.
sure that we're legal.
Musical muscle.
I guess they call me the muscle.
Yeah. The visualization, kicking down doors, making things happen. So, when it comes to representation, what is your strong suit when it comes to representing an artist?
I'll let you start with that one.
What is my representation for the artist?
Your strong suit.
That's good. That's a good question.
Yeah, it is.
My strong suit for the artist.
Well, I think that I would say that negotiations would be where I'm good at.
Yeah.
And I'm like Mama Bear, I'm a protector. So that's, there, in fact, we had an event at what was it? The Pound.
Talent Pound.
Talent Pound.
The Talent Pound.
And I noticed, I was like, okay, I'm the protector.
Yeah.
It was crowded. There's a lot going on. And one of my artists, Lisa, she came she found me, and she stood behind me, and she was like, "I'm gonna stand right here where it's safe."
Yeah, because it's a bunch of hookers and hoes in Talented Pound.
It is. I haven't been over there before.
I'm gonna say it. It's a bunch of pimps.
I fuck with Talent Pound.
Yeah, I do a little bit, but I know what she talking about.
Trust
You
me.
you don't want your artists getting picked on or getting
Right.
picked
Right.
out or getting, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Because this game, this hip hop game, man, it's something else.
Right.
You know what Dr. Dre did with to Michelle, beat the brakes off of her, and now she don't get to tell her story till 20 years later.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
people marry into this game to niggas who be beating their ass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you don't want Lisi or anybody following that
Not at
or
all.
being snatched up by that
Right.
when they came from y'all.
Right.
You know, and that would make you feel some type of way. So I know what you mean by being a mama bear. Now, sir,
I think
strong suit.
I think that's part of my strong suit too, because
Yeah.
when excuse my language, when they fuck with my artists, they
Yeah.
fuck with me.
Right.
Yeah.
The musical muscle.
You know what I mean? I don't play that.
Right.
You know, sometimes my artists be like, dang, you know, like, damn, you can't be
have
so
to do
tough
that.
on them. You know,
Right.
why you so hard on them? Because I already saw it coming. I had to shut it down before it even get there.
Now, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos here recently, and I've lost a lot of respect for a lot of artists.
Right.
I can't even listen to Ludacris anymore
Oh, no, what happened?
because he ripped off the whole label.
Did he?
My boy.
Everybody.
That hurt my heart.
No, everybody. No, everybody. When I say everybody,
Right.
where's any artist that was on DTP?
DTP?
Name one.
That part.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a
And you
point.
better not say 2 Chains.
Nah, that count. Titty boy, but
It don't count.
yeah, 2 Chainz is a different person.
It don't count. Name one.
2 Chainz a
That,
clone,
that's
so
on the
don't count.
same level or anything, right? Rip them all off, right? Tony. Kick people out the group that came up together.
Yeah.
Speaking, let me piggyback off that too,
Yeah.
just to get a little insight since you guys do it. Do like situations where it may seem like an artist ripped another artist off, do you think it's always a situation where they ripped them off or a lack of knowledge?
There's a way to prevent that.
Exactly.
There's
Explain,
a way
'cause I don't know that
And-
side.
and, you
Lack of
know,
knowledge.
it's a lack of knowledge.
Lack
If
of knowledge.
you allow another artist to rip you off, that's your problem. That's your fault. That's your bad. You know, that's why you have if you can't. You know, a lot of people don't want management or representation, but there's a reason why we're here and we're put in place, and that's to protect you. Split sheets are important. Copyrights are important. You know, verbal agreements are important.
Well, that's what I was
Documents, so
gonna ask.
That's you're bad if somebody rips you off.
You have to be that type of protector as well, right? Because when people want to get signed to labels, they just ecstatic.
Yeah.
You know, we can blame the artist all day, but when you as a black man sign a black artist or a black woman sign a black artist, we should be holding
Have
each other
their back.
down.
Right.
Right.
Like, yo, this is what this say,
Right.
and you can take it or leave it because we can go find another group. Either
Right.
you want to sign this or not. So that way you can't be trying to out me at the Grammys talking about I ripped you off
Right.
because you didn't read the contract.
Agreement, right.
But I don't know this. I just want to
Yeah.
be signed.
Right.
Now
the
it's my
language is a
fault.
lot different too.
And that's what I was saying. I was just watching Olivia. She did the same thing the dude on I Love Hip Hop New York or whatever.
The girl with the afro.
No,
the
Olivia is
dark-
a old like 2000
Oh, like
singer.
a
Right?
G-Unit?
I'm about to be his house. Right,
I
G-Unit.
remember her.
She
Olivia.
was mad at the dude for whatever, and he's like, I wrote the song. I did the beat. You got paid for that.
Right.
That's that. But if you don't know, you coming off the you finna you,
Right.
You
So
got paid for it.
it's
That's
the
it,
lack
but
of
you
knowledge.
don't
Yeah,
get more
yeah.
than that.
So do you
Right.
guys give that knowledge so they don't
Yes.
get ripped off?
Yes.
Absolutely.
And what does that look like?
It's very good. For the most part, we teach them as they grow.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because some catch on faster than the others, and you know.
Right.
But as a team, I tell everyone we only as good as our weakest link.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
it's good.
We have weekly meetings.
Okay.
And my weekly meetings consist of a small workshop. They can be exercises,
Writing
sometimes
sessions.
writing sessions. But like I said, for me, I'm more on the logistics side, and I want to make sure that we don't know what the future holds. So that artist may not be with us forever.
Right.
But
True.
at least they can say, I learned this. And those contracts, they're deep, you know. They're you know, I think our management agreement is about 3 to 4 pages, broken down. So I think it's important to go over all of that. Any type of agreement, publishing, management, collaborations. So that's what it looks like.
And when it comes to I guess the work ethic, how do you guys push your artists? What do you do?
Honestly, I let them vibe off of each other. There is no restrictions on what they can write about, talk about, perform about. They vibed and got so good that they can come up with a hook real quick off a beat, then they feed off each other energy, and next thing you know, within the next 10 minutes they got $1 million hit.
It's a hit. Also, I wanted to add that we open up the house. Right now, we're in a, not an office location.
Oh, okay.
But we open up the house on Sunday for writing sessions. So it's open, from
Are you
Thursday to
accepting
Sunday.
more artists?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Word. What is a cap? Do you have a cap? You guys got a lot of artists.
I mean, what's I don't believe that God will give us any more than we can bear. When it becomes too much, then we know when to cap it.
Right. If not, then by
And
that
we're
time,
growing,
we should have even more money where we can hire more people.
True.
Now, this show, I don't know if you're aware, but this show is about speaking to young, up-and-coming artists.
Okay.
So, by that being said, what are the bare minimum things that you have to see in an artist in order to take a chance on wanting to work with them and make them a client?
Me personally, I have to see your drive. You really got to love what you do, because we love everything that we do. We make it fun. It's not like Suge Knight hanging Vanilla Ice over the window and say you got to do this. You know what I mean?
Hey, you might squeeze a hit out on this playing.
But so for the most part, we try to give them space, the opportunity, but at the same time, don't bullcrap.
Okay.
Because you will get left behind.
Education first.
Yes.
I mean, if they're between the ages of 13 and 18, then I encourage, good grades. And I personally want to see them. I want to have a relationship with the parent. I want to know what the parent's expectations are for initially it would be a mentorship until the age of 18. And then after 18, they can make their own decision if they want management. But education definitely first before anything. Then we can work.
Okay. What would you say be the difference with working with a 13-year-old than opposed to an 18-year-old? Because it is a big age gap, so.
I mean, I think our generation of children now, they're
different.
They're different. They're smart. They're on top of it even more than we are. I think the parent would be the issue.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because once you brung the age thing, I was like, oh, yeah, I can think about parents.
But, they're workable. There's not really, we can work with anybody.
It's part of artist development.
Okay.
Wow. So you had, I don't know if you still have, Heavenly Music Group.
Yes.
And then you had
Diamond Element Records. Now it's
Diamond Hitz Music Group.
Correct.
The merger, was it hard?
Woo.
Good question. Good question.
We
I want to know
we've
this.
been discussing this merge for about
like
2 years.
Yeah.
We had a couple of meetings.
We talk about camps
We
and how
bump
everybody got
heads.
their camps and stuff.
Yeah.
Y'all merged camps. So
Yeah. Well, we encourage the merge. We encourage camps to get together. That way we can put our minds together. We can put our monies together. We can get our artists out of Vegas. We can do more, There may be, things like that I'm not well at, that he's well at. We bring another manager, another team on that they're good at, marketing.
Right.
So the merge initially, it was like my baby. I didn't want to give it up, but then I had to think about the artist and what was beneficial for them. And
has Heavenly ever been a problem? The term for you?
Yeah.
Talk
Heavenly
to me.
initially was it. A lot of people, and they thought that Heavenly was a
gospel
gospel.
label.
Oh, y'all heard of you before? Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought that
but-
too.
But,
I remember that name. Yeah.
Yeah.
but we're open to everything, and God is first in my life
Amen.
and our artists. You know, he's unstoppable. I'm not going to start crying, but I might.
You sure?
Yeah. I mean, you know, Heavenly comes from what God allowed me to be and he allowed me to do for the youth. And I have a history of drug and alcohol, and I've been clean for many years. And I never thought that I was going to be more than where I was at all. And one particular day, after praying and praying, you know, he's like, girl, I got something for you. You had no idea that all the music initially, you know, move back real quick. We were talking about where it started from, growing up in a home that was musically inclined, listening to the Rolling Stones and Denise Williams and Whitney Houston and all of these different genres of music. That was God instilling music and music business into me.
Right.
And I'm taking all of that in. I've taken it in, and now he's pushing it out,
Right.
so I can deliver it to my artists and the love.
Yeah.
Even in the industry, we have regular lives, and we have struggles that we personally deal with.
Yeah.
So we focus on that, too, at the beginning of our workshop, at the beginning of our Saturday
Yeah.
meeting.
Yeah.
It's called What's New. And it's not focused on what's new with your music, how far have you come. It's what's
new in your life.
what's going on.
Okay.
So we let that out. And it's kind of like an NA meeting in a way. It's like
Literally.
helpful. It's really helpful. And then once we get it out, then we can talk about music. Then we can talk about where we're going to perform. So I'm good.
Okay, so we got Heavenly Music Group, Diamond, Black
Right.
Diamond. Your daughter is a musician,
Yes.
She's a singer-songwriter.
singer-songwriter.
Right.
You have any children?
Yes.
Are they a part of the music industry?
No.
Okay.
They love to dabble in. They like to play with it, but
Okay.
they're not in the part of the music industry. No.
So
They're more sports.
I'm not gonna put y'all on the spot,
Okay.
but I believe that y'all might have some favorites in this roster. Y'all ain't got no favorite artists in this roster that y'all really like.
No, because everyone is individual. Everyone is dope in their own creative mind. And then when you put two of them together that has a different sound that's already dope, it comes out to be even better.
So you get no slack or nothing for your
No.
daughter.
Heck no.
All right, that's good.
Okay.
We don't do the favoritism.
Yeah,
You know, it's like Joe Jackson and his kids. He had other artists, but you know,
Right.
these my kids.
I mean, you know, as a team, right? We're tough on all of them.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
we have the same love. We want the same thing for each of our artists, period.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I think I'm a little tougher on Abriel.
Diamond
I'm tough
Hits
on all of 'em.
musicgroup.com.
It
Yes.
is.
Yeah, drop the plug.
Yeah, I want everybody to go visit diamondhitsmusicgroup.com. Their roster is dope. I interviewed November yesterday. Dope artist, real mellow type dude, but he's a beast when it comes to that pen and music. And then Abrielle is dope as well. Lacey was dope. I got her EPK, and she's really doing her thing. So those are some that I know. I know J Natural as well. J Natural is dope as well. So yeah, anything coming up for you guys? Any events coming up for you guys? What y'all got popping?
Actually, yes, we have an event tonight and tomorrow
Right.
as well.
We'll be at Chosen Few tonight at 9 o'clock. Weekly, we're at the Rebar at the Campfire LV. Anything that's cracking, we're there, you know. And, yeah, that's where we are. Any place with a stage, we can register that BMI or ASCAP, we're in there.
We
Are you guys throwing the event or are you attending the event?
We're just
We're
attending.
working on one right now,
Okay.
actually.
Did you find out where those places are in Vegas that registered?
If they're not registered, when we
They gonna get
perform,
registered.
they're gonna- if they have
Right.
You said they gonna
mic,
get-
Y'all gonna get in trouble. You better take it down.
yeah,
If
if
they
you
have a
see,
stage
hold
and a
on,
mic,
if you see us coming, you better go get it together because trust me,
It's gonna
in
get-
the next 24 hours, it will be registered. BMI will be at your door.
Talk to us about that.
Yeah,
Right?
you always stress the importance of that.
Yeah.
I swear I do.
Love BMI.
Yeah, and they're for us though. They're for the independent
Yeah,
artists.
talk to the artists out here that's want to know about this. Kind of thing.
Okay, one of my pet peeves is if you have original music and you perform, please register your show. You will get paid. If you
Well, first register your music.
register
Yeah, you gotta register
yeah,
your
that
music
part,
first.
yeah.
Got to. Register your music, get a
catalog,
copyright.
build that catalog.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
yes,
Yeah.
If you don't
We
know
have,
how, look us up.
Yeah.
We have a four track minimum per month for our artists, so we require
Them
at
to
least
push out four songs.
four tracks. We're looking to shop the artist, shop the music, depending on what that artist model looks like. Then that's what our plan is. Those that are currently in college, then we kind of break it down to like 2 and just push out at least 2. You know, because at the end of the year, those 2 to 4, they look real good in your catalog. You know, and you can mix it up.
Yeah.
When you're performing. But yeah, register. That's
So-
the thing.
That's what I was saying. So, the bars, lounges, clubs out here.
Libraries, churches.
Well, churches, they're
You can
nonprofits, but
you can register.
if that's the case, then I'm missing out.
You missing out.
Yeah.
Because these
When
You
you,
can register.
when you register your show,
Pipe
you
down.
drop down.
I'm gonna pipe down.
Okay. So initially, when Heavenly began, we were. I was a member of Valley Bible Fellowship.
Yeah.
And
we talking. Okay, go
yeah,
ahead.
so that was back when Reach Music they came out. We had oh gosh, what's his name?
Lecrae.
Not Lecrae. It was Trip Lee.
Trip Lee.
It came out, performed, and another artist. Oh gosh, I can't think of his name. Anyway, it was a rocking show, and that's where my antennas went up. I was like, we could do a show at the church and register at BMI. Oh, we can get with Petra in the music department
that's
of
my
the
sis.
church, and we can book our event.
Because she's the promoter.
Yeah, Petra is.
You have
yeah.
to put the promoter. You have to put
Yeah.
the occupancy. You got to put the set list. You got to all of that, and that's money. You hear me over there?
Right.
How do you
Oh.
go about well say what you're gonna say. I'll ask.
No.
Okay, how do you go about for like a newer artist that's maybe doing it themselves? How do you go about getting your music registered through BMI? Like, what's the first steps?
First step, you just gotta go register, copyright your music, and then after that, whatever shows you want to go book, you just go to BMI Live, register that show, make sure you got the date and time, and be there. Because otherwise, you get in trouble, and they will come knock at your door too. You know.
What you want to say?
Oh,
Yeah.
I want to tell the young people to invest in yourself. Don't expect
Yeah.
people to give you free anything, free studio time means that you don't get the time that you feel that you need. You may get rushed. They may not be available. Negotiate what you can afford and book yourself. Get there. Have your work ready, and even if you have to reference it on your iPhone or your Android, whatever, be ready, But I think the most important thing is to just build your brand and invest what you can,
Build yourself.
Do you build? Okay, so you have Diamond Hits Music Group, which is a brand in itself.
Totally.
So how do you build an artist brand outside of the Diamond Hits?
How do you build an artist brand outside of Diamond Hits?
Like November, I guess his name would be a brand. I guess
His
he would be
name is a
His name is a
similar,
brand.
right?
Yeah.
So kind of talk to us about how you would help or how you would, build a brand outside of your own label.
Well, merchandise is important, right?
Of
I'm not
course.
really. I'm not really 100% there yet.
Yeah.
with the branding, but I'll research. But he started, he started with his merchandise. So you got it, right? Okay.
Pretty much when you branding yourself, your merchandise, how you brand yourself outside of it, that's when you be an independent artist. You pretty much just invest in yourself. Whatever name you decide to pick, you just push it, you promote it, your social media network, you get your followings up.
Buy a domain, lock it in.
Purchase you a domain, get you a website, post your pictures, your brand, your name, your clothing, your hat, whatever your apparel is.
Question. How long you been into the background of music?
Woo. I'm gonna say 26 years.
26. You don't look over 26.
I know. Thank you. I appreciate that.
How long you been in the background now?
8 years.
8 years. So how much money estimately have you guys put into these artists over the years?
Ooh, that's another.
Everything.
A lot. A penny. Every single dime.
But what for me, it's kind of like driving with no gas, I think, because
that's that faith.
Yeah. For me, what I'm not paying out to my personal bills goes into the company. Everything. A lot of my artists do invest in their selves. Lucy, she travels to Los Angeles. She's in artist development there with Haskell Jackson, which is a major producer. So she's been also developing in Las Vegas, in LA, and then she'll come here, and then I do the footwork as far as performances and the mentorship part of it, and it's an investment. But for me, everything I have.
Yeah.
Everything. 26 years.
Everything.
Yeah.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
Speaking of like the way you talk about your artists, it seems as if they have an independent mind state. Did you teach them to be like that, or did they kind of have it when you picked them?
For me, some of them I had to build it. You know what I mean? Because there was more of, I want to do this in the group, or no. Because at the end of the day, we all a family. We're a team. Together, everyone accomplish more. But tomorrow ain't promised to none of us. You know what I mean? So if you have a 2-man team and all of a sudden, God forbid, something happens to one of them, what you gonna do? You know what I mean? You don't always have to depend on your peanut butter and your jelly. Peanut butter tastes good by itself.
Yeah.
Jelly do too on some toast.
Put it in the oven a little bit.
I think that every artist should have an independent mind. Me, back to paperwork, every artist should have an independent mind. Never be too on top, and not cover your own ass, if I can say that.
Yeah, you can say
know
that.
what I mean? Just, and I'm going to give you a quick example. One of my favorite artists, Stephanie Mills. She's been an artist for years, right? I love her. I think so highly of her, But we make mistakes even in our
It's life.
It doesn't matter how seasoned you are in the industry, you can make mistakes. And she had a manager, and her manager destroyed her, You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's about paying attention. So having an independent mind, paying attention to
Also
your bank
having
account,
the discernment of spirits.
Right.
Like, I see a snake a mile away.
Right.
Literally.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, from Mariah Carey to Michael to all of our favorite artists, they have been through hell with this
Allow
music.
them to be an example, right?
And I've been independent for I've never had representation ever my whole career. Nobody's ever represented Icy Jones. Maybe my wife would make a call or maybe something like that, but for the most part it's been all me because I haven't had that. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's like, oh, you're so amazing, but nobody want to represent you because I'm you feel me? Like you're not finna, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And sometimes it's okay, so being in the industry for so long, you say, you deal with this at home before you go to bed, you think all this stuff right? You got to release all that stuff, right? But you think, damn, is it better that I got screwed and have 1 million fans to run to when you done?
Yeah.
Or is it better to be low with where I'm at now and making my own money doing what I do now? You know what I'm saying?
It was harder to get information. When a lot of them older artists came out, it was a little harder to get information. It's not like today.
It's
where you
just
can
crazy because
yeah.
it's like, but how did
There's
Berry Gordy do
paper,
Motown
Right.
back
There's no
then?
paper.
No, just coming from an artist mind state, at least back then, what I've noticed is back then we thought you supposed to just be an artist.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it wasn't like today is a little more the younger crowd.
Yeah,
a little more,
because
got a more
them
entrepreneurial
doo wop
kind of
groups,
mindset
they
now.
just wanted to sing.
Right, they
You
wanted-
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And
Like
then
me
it's
back then probably would have got screwed.
right?
And not only that, I think the doo-wop
Era,
groups and
yeah.
all, it was more than management in being screwed over.
Yeah,
They were challenged with their color.
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
getting into
yeah.
a club, a
Yeah.
venue.
Yeah.
What venue can we get into?
right,
Yeah.
We gonna be able to do it?
right.
We gonna go through
Yeah.
the back
Man,
door?
they paved
You
so
know?
much for us. And I think
Right.
he's talking just how easy it is today with social media
Right.
versus paper
Right.
and pen and a rotary phone calling
Yeah.
across America trying to get us over to New York and we in Detroit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like I think that but it was still possible.
It was still
there's,
possible.
There's still a Motown, and it's
Yeah.
about the work. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like I don't know any independent or like a Young Dolph, very independent.
Yeah.
No back. It's just all him. I don't know nobody from back in the day who did that.
no,
Right.
They're just an artist taking care of themselves and doing their own thing.
figuring it out.
No, that wasn't even possible back then. You know, the hip hop made that possible.
Right.
Where rappers were like, "Nah, we're not doing that," because these rappers was gangsters from the street, and you're not finna do that. You know what I mean? So anyway, when it comes to that, we want to talk about representation. Why represent the artist? Like, why do that? Why do they need representation, and why do you want to represent an artist? It sounds like a hard task to do.
yes, it do.
Yeah, I think that each artist, I mean, I just think it's important to have representation. You know, what they don't know, we know. What they don't know or have no idea, we will research that. We will protect you. When you are on that stage, we will protect you, your sound, you know, and your surroundings. We will make sure that you are not attending an event that is unsafe for you. We will be there when there's a crowd of people, you know, jumping at you and you can't do it. You know what I mean? It's a lot. I know for Abrielle, you know, after she performs, Lisi, when you know there's people that are coming up, oh, can I, you know what I mean? It's kind of like,
Literally.
here comes Mama Bear, back up.
Yeah.
You know, back up. We got
Security
you.
too. Okay.
Everything,
Like,
all that.
Look, I ain't no artist. Listen, back up.
Right, and I do believe that, you know, you're different, brother, but I believe that when you are attending a show, that your management should always be there.
Okay.
You know,
What do
because
you
it's kind of, you know,
So-
it's like, you know.
what do you think a newer artist that's looking for representation? Hold on.
Hey, ain't no phone call. Who calling in?
No,
What
no,
y'all-
this better be good.
It's my rap mentor. What's poppin'?
Yo, what's up? Who's speaking? It's my rap mentor.
Yeah, so just come in on the interview.
Yes,
with
sir.
Adrian.
Talk to us.
Yeah, I want to tell you ask the question about why you need representation, and Adrian actually do a good job. I watch her how she set up the educational thing for her artists so they can understand that this is a business. You know what I'm saying, and conduct themselves like that. And I appreciate what she does, and I watch her what she does, and just keep doing what you're doing.
Who calling in? What's your name, brother?
Brian Moore,
Brian
Hey
Moore.
there, Brian.
Where you from? Where you at?
how you doing, Adrian?
I'm all right. So,
Yeah, and
go
you
ahead.
need that representation because being an artist, you need somebody where you can focus on your craft, and you need somebody to watch your back, and also I actually have to watch the manager, so you know what they're doing. You got to know how to audit your own personal books and everything,
Right.
and know what to look for when you audit.
Well, thank you for calling in, man. You definitely set the record straight with them, man. They some great people. So I appreciate somebody calling in and speaking on that. 100.
No problem. Y'all have a great day.
All
Thank
right,
you, too.
So, Brian Moore is the father of Red Vegas.
Okay.
And Red is one of the hottest young people out here.
man.
Yeah.
Okay, what's up, Brian? Black Diamond.
Yeah, I love it. Love him.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I had his son perform at a couple of my venues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. He's like 10,
Yep.
Yeah.
He's
12,
10.
10.
10 or 11.
Yeah.
His father he just lets him do what he does, and he has so much swagger. You know,
Right.
I watch him in his performance, and he takes his hands and he puts his hands in his pocket.
Yeah.
He's just, he's
confident.
He's real confident. Yeah.
So how do you take an artist out of Vegas, their element, Vegas? How do you take them out of Vegas? What do you do?
I travel.
Yeah, it's travel, do different shows, different events, so they can get to see the diversity of crowds.
Okay.
So as you said earlier, 2 to 4 songs a month, depending on your lifestyle.
Right.
How many times a month do you take an artist out, or how many times a year or quarter? Like how many times do you take an artist out of the city?
Well, I know that we look for opportunities frequently, depending on everyone's work schedule. I know for sure every year for the past couple of years have been BET
Yeah.
experience. During that weekend, there's a lot going on.
Oh,
in
you
Los
with Big Mike
Angeles.
Rob.
Well, he is my
Not with him,
mentor.
but- okay.
Yeah, B. Mike Rob, he is my mentor.
Okay.
We haven't been able to get to any of, last year we did the and we usually do them every year for North Las Vegas Police Department. So we do the Home Depot. And we also do the National Night Out, wherever it is in the North area, and that is represented by, he does promote that, and yeah, he's the host of that one. And yesterday, he had something going on in Lancaster, and that was for all ages. And whenever we connect, we connect.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
And whenever I have a question,
He got the answer.
he got the answer. Yeah.
That's your mentor.
That's my mentor.
That's good. You have a mentor? You have
The
somebody?
Lord.
God himself.
My mentor.
Now,
he has blessed me out of a lot of situations, so that's my mentor.
now
feel
I
you.
notice you speak about mentorship a lot, and I'm really big on that too. Hence, my rap mentor. Check us out. What?
Shameless plug.
Gotta drop a plug.
Shameless.
Gotta drop a plug. But y'all set me up for this. But what made you understand the importance of a mentor? Usually, like most people that I've spoken to don't mention mentors a lot. So what got you guys into knowing the importance
True.
of a mentor?
True.
You gotta have something to believe in. You gotta have some guidance somewhere, somehow. Otherwise, you'd be lost.
Mm.
You know, mentorship. Everybody needs some mentorship, no matter what it is. You know, otherwise you're gonna be steered wrong, or you're gonna want to run right into a wall. You gotta need some type of guidance.
Gigi.
You're waiting for me, huh?
Yeah, I am. Because you have him. His mentor is God, and then he mentors people. You got a mentor, and
Well, I
then you
have a
mentor
mentor,
kids.
But the Lord is my mentor too.
I know. He all our mentors.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Right? We talked the earthly
Anyway.
mentor.
Yeah, he got me with that. I was like, oh God, that was good.
You cheated.
He did. He did. Big Mike Rob is your mentor.
Yeah, shout out to B. Mike Rob.
Look,
Shout out to
look.
G.O.D.
Right, shout out to God.
Amen,
God
amen.
first. Okay. Well, for me, personally, I was a foster child, and I was in the system from 12 to 18, and there were a couple of good people. Yeah.
I come from the same situation, so
Right,
I.
but you know, there were a couple of good mentors that showed me the way, and I still hold on to that today. And there's a need for more. You know, there's a need for more, especially in the music industry. So, like, I'm looking to, with the Youth Foundation, because I still have the Heavenly Youth Foundation. On February 14th, we're going to be out in Fremont with the Love Group, which is our on top, the Love Group, God, Love, and then Heavenly Youth Foundation. So we're going to be out there collecting donations and sharing information. And I would like to implement, if there are any adult clean records that are artists to mentor. So kind of using the model of the Boys and Girls Club, but where an artist can mentor a younger, a young one that is wanting to know about music. So just taking them that day, at least once a month, and taking them on a writing session, taking them to the studio, just kind of, not anything that is not
Appropriate.
music or appropriate,
Yeah.
but it has to be with music. So just pairing up a mentor and a child, but on a music level.
Okay.
You said something earlier about the parents. How many parents are involved with you guys?
None.
What is that about? Have you met
Initially-
them?
Initially,
what is that about?
Initially at the beginning, right, when Heavenly began, it wasn't supposed to become Heavenly. You know what I mean? It was me, a parent, and a whole bunch of kids in my house.
Do you have somebody to give a shout out to for saying you need to start? Did somebody tell you that, or like you need to shout
Heavenly?
somebody out? Yeah,
No, that was a conversation between me and the Lord.
you and God.
Yeah, that was
All right, for sure.
that was his.
So you
plan.
gotta give God a shout out.
That
Okay.
was his plan.
For
That
sure.
was I was
Right.
like, no. He was
Okay.
like, yeah.
Okay.
No. Only God for that one. But it was initially after a few months of getting to know the young people that were in my home, that were friends of my daughters. I did build relationships with the parents, and each young person, they had their own thing going on.
So does the parents support? Do they support financially? Do they support vocally? Do they support physically? Do they support showing? You know what I mean? Showing up.
It's been a challenge.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
That hurt me a
Yeah,
lot.
it was a
growing up when
challenge.
your parents don't support your career.
Yeah.
Like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
So
I remember
when you
being
got
young.
Usher and Bow Wow and Michael Jackson, all
Yeah.
these parents.
Yeah, I do have a lot of young kids too inboxing
Yeah.
me talking about that, so this is a
Yeah.
good one right here.
So there's a lot going on in the world, and there's and parents. What I have to say to the parents is learn who your child is and what they love to do. I remember when my boys, they used to get on my computer, and at that time my computer was everything to me. And it, we only had one in the home, and it was for interviews and applications and important things. And they downloaded like Fruity Loops and all of these different.
I remember them days, yeah.
I remember like freaking out, but then I would hear this beautiful music coming from the room, and they were really like not in the streets. They were writing, and they were like, "Oh, I like that. I like," they were putting it together, and
Ooh,
that's
that put a
kind-
smile on your mama's face.
Yeah, and after that, taking my computer and doing what they wanted to do with it, I was like, "What do you guys want to do?" And they're like, "We want to perform, Mom. These are my own children."
Yep.
And then we began opening up for Nump Trump, which is with E40. He's E40's producer. So my boys were opening up for Nump in Reno.
So you were still in the Bay, or were you in Vegas
At that
the time?
time, I was in the Bay and in Reno.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely. We got what, 7 minutes left?
Yep.
How you want to get it
7
in?
minutes.
What you want to do? How you want to get it in?
What you mean?
How, you wanna just kind of let them speak on their artists, or you want to let them speak on more representation? How you want to do this?
You got anything you want to
7 minutes?
promo for yourself?
There you go.
Y'all been selfless this whole interview. You got anything y'all want to promote for yourself? Coming up events, anything, music,
There you
artists?
go.
Well, check out our website at www.diamondhitz with a Z for Z music group. Everything that has anything to do with us, where we're going to be, what we're doing, what we're implementing, what's going on, is going to be right there.
Full calendar.
Yeah, the merge is real.
Yes.
So you want them? Do you want them to follow you guys, or you want them to just all go to the website? You want them to follow you?
Well,
follow us.
once they go to the website, they have our
whole link.
Instagram,
Oh,
our
cool.
Twitter.
Okay.
Everything is
Diamond Hits Music Group, everyone.com.
Any new songs from artists? Or any up and coming artists from you guys?
Oh yeah,
Camp?
Yeah.
We got a lot of fire hits.
Drop
in,
them plugs.
in the works.
Abriel and Jay Hippie have a video out on YouTube. It's a little baby. You can follow Abriel. What is hers? Abriel for the soul forever.
Abriel commented on
we got
our
Forever Divine.
She commented
Oh, okay.
on our Hot
Lacey.
702.5
She
page.
said, hey,
Lucy's
okay.
working on a video. She'll be gone this weekend working on a video.
Lacey?
She and on the 14th she has Love Talk. That
We got
will be
another
Is she
call.
coming back?
project. She'll be back.
We got another call.
Okay, so will I be interviewing her soon?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Stackz
Oh,
from my
absolutely.
rap
You gonna
mentor.
get the interview.
Got somebody on the
We
phone.
got, what's going on?
Who's speaking?
This is Abriel.
Oh, hi.
Oh.
Speaking of the devil.
Hey, I just wanted to say shout out to management, and I really appreciate everything that you guys are doing for the entire team, and that we're headed to the top. Just wanted to shout out y'all.
That's right.
Oh, we appreciate you too.
Thank you for calling in, Abriel.
You're welcome.
So you guys can go to Facebook and follow her comment and follow her on Facebook, and I'm sure she'll lead you to her Instagram as well.
Yeah, drop that Instagram down there too.
Yeah.
If you're still watching.
Please do.
Yes,
Absolutely.
we have a lot of projects though. We have Forever Divine project coming up as well. We have November's EP coming up. Actually, you played a couple of theirs yesterday. In
Yeah.
Release. Incense.
November's a group or a one person?
One person.
That's a
It
cold name.
sounds like a group, huh?
You know, usually now everything that's like a group be one person.
Yeah, right?
That's why I asked her, is that one person
Yeah.
or a group?
Yeah.
That's a dope name though. I like
Yeah, it
that
is.
name.
Dope.
We got a special artist. He doing some country.
Okay. I'm
Named
curious to hear this.
Tavi the Boss.
He black?
He's
Yeah.
black.
Oh,
Okay.
I want to hear this. I want to
Oh
hear this.
yeah.
Cool. Yeah, we
Really
doing it
good.
now. We doing it. We doing it. I mean,
All
Kevin
different
Gates,
genres.
when he started singing, I was like, this sounds like country.
It do.
He's a country singer. He's from New Orleans, Baton Rouge.
Yeah. And our artists are available for shows, parties, events, weddings, everything. There's a contact us on the website.
On the website,
So if
you
you're
wanna do some
interested,
booking?
yeah,
Definitely. I like
Any of
it.
the artists.
So tonight, 9 o'clock, where you going to be at?
we're going to be tonight at 9:00. We're going to be at Chosen Few. The address is 2124. Is it 2124?
Let's get this
What's the major cross streets?
Don't be sending the viewers to somewhere.
Right, but it's definitely
desert.
currently on our website.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The-
the address is 2121 South Highland.
Okay, okay.
South Highland.
Right.
Definitely.
Check
9
us
o'clock.
out.
Up in the desert.
Who's going to be performing tonight?
Abriel is performing tonight. Tavi is performing tonight. Lacey.
So y'all just go to venues to take over.
We
You-
definitely
They don't even need to
do.
book nobody else.
No.
We do.
We tear it up.
We literally go to
Tear it
events,
up.
just take over the whole scene.
We were at Campfire LB on Wednesday, and it was a great open mic, great poetry, great everything. But we were very last. We got there at 8:20, and it was cold outside. And let me tell you, tore it up.
Still did that thing.
Did that?
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm so proud. We're
That's
very,
hunger.
Very
It was
proud.
getting standing ovations.
Yeah.
That's hunger and desire to be in the cold.
Yeah.
I was like, I ain't going to Ninja Karaoke. It's a little brisk.
You came from the snow, bro. You came from the snow. It's nothing. Small time to you.
We're
nah.
excited. We're very proud of what we're building. It will continue to grow. We encourage, young artists to reach out. Have your parents reach out to us if they have any questions. Consulting is always available.
Yeah.
Referrals are available. All that.
Also, we doing interviews for any producers that want to come on in.
Yeah, we're looking for
We
a
doing some
production.
interviews.
Righteous. Yeah, I do more consulting than everything else because that's y'all doing a lot, and I commend y'all. High five to that.
Appreciate
Air high five right there. There you go. Got you, brother. 100.
Thank you. For
Man,
having us.
thank y'all for tuning in to My Rap Mentor. I hope y'all enjoyed this 55-minute interview, man. They did great today. I love it, man. Diamond Hits Music Group
Tell
is
her where to
popping,
find
man.
you. Tell her to find
Find
you.
me at ICJONEZ everywhere. You dig?
You
Holla at
already
your
know
boy.
where to find me. ERIC_STACKZ. Frequent.
Yes. We out.